Okay, dear students, today's my topic is simple interest. Okay, my topic is simple interest, which I have already discussed in audio. Okay, what is simple interest? I have already taught you. So I am directly coming to the concept of simple interest, means how to calculate the simple interest. Just to calculate the simple interest, you need to know about some terminology which are used in the simple interest to solve the simple interest. So which I am going to discuss here. That is, first is principle. Okay, principle. Principle. What does the principle mean? Principle means the loan which we take from bank or any person. Okay, or loan which we give to any institution or which we give to any person. That is loan. Amount of loan is called principal, is also known as principal, and deposited in bank or post office or any other institution. Whatever money you deposit in any bank or any post office or any other institution, that deposited amount of money is also known as the principal in the case of simple interest. Okay, so another is simple interest. What does simple interest means, which I have already discussed in the previous audio. Okay, but I want to discuss this. Simple interest means additional amount which is paid along with principal. Okay, like whenever we take loan from some person or from bank, while repaying we give some additional amount along with the principal, along with the loan amount. We pay some loan, whatever loan we have taken, after the completing the period we have to repay the loan. While repaying the loan, some additional amount we pay to that lender along with the principal. That money, that additional amount is called simple interest. Okay, amount. What does amount means? Amount means the total amount of principal along with interest. Okay, suppose I have taken 500 rupees loan from some person. Okay, after 1 year, if I pay 500 plus 100 extra additional amount, 100 I am paying, total 600. So total 600, the amount of 600 is together called amount in case of simple interest. Okay, 600 is called amount, 500 separately called principal, 100 separately called simple interest, and 500 and 100 together, the sum of 500 and 100 together is 600. That 600 is known as amount. Got my point? It means the amount means the sum of principal and the simple interest for the given period. Okay. Another is rate. Rate is also very, very important. You can say rate is the most important thing in the case of simple interest. We must know about the simple rate. If you don't have the good concept about the rate, if you are not clear about rate, then you cannot solve any problem of simple interest. Okay, rate means the amount of money. Okay, amount of money means amount of interest which we pay for every 100 for 1 year. How much money you are paying to the lender as interest for every 100 for 1 year, that amount of interest is called rate of interest. Okay, another is time. Total period for which loan is taken or given. For how many years you have taken loan or you have given loan to someone, means that total period, total time period is known as time. Got my point? These are the very important terminology in the case of simple interest. Okay, so here I just want to discuss the rate. I just want to elaborate the rate. Rate is very important thing which we need to know, because unless you know the rate, you cannot calculate simple interest. Okay, rate means like 8% per annum. What does it mean? 8% per annum, it means the amount of interest. Okay, amount of simple interest. Okay, amount of simple interest of rupees 100. Okay, for 1 year is equal to rupees 8. This 8% per annum. The rate of interest is 8% per annum. It means the amount of simple interest of rupees 100 for 1 year is rupees 8. This is the meaning of this short writing, okay? Like 10% per annum. If the rate of interest is 10% per annum, what does it mean? The amount of simple interest of rupees 100 for 1 year is rupees 10. Got my point? Similarly, amount of interest for 100 for 1 year is rupees 12.1. So this is how we understand the meaning of rate of interest. Okay. So here, first of all, I will teach you how to derive the formula of simple interest. If you have to find the simple interest, if you have to calculate the simple interest against any principal, against any loan, okay, how to calculate the simple interest of a loan which we take or which we give to someone, okay, how to calculate? The direct formula is PTR by 100. Now here I am going to explain how it is PTR by 100, okay. Suppose, see here, suppose I have taken loan, like principal of, I have taken loan, some money I have taken from bank. Suppose I have taken 500 rupees, 500 from bank. Means that is the principal. The loan which we take from any institution, that is principal, okay. So principal, suppose 500, and the rate, in the beginning only rate is fixed. I have assured to the bank that I will pay, or bank, in the beginning only bank declared that you will have to pay interest at the rate of 8% per annum, okay, at the rate of 8% per annum. And I told bank that I will pay money after 2 years. Means I have to repay money, I have to repay the loan to the bank after 2 years. Now, so how much interest I need to pay to the bank? To find it, using formula, it's very simple. Now, first of all, we have to understand that how can we calculate the simple interest? Okay, how to calculate? Very simple. To calculate the simple interest, the rate has the vital role. You can say it has a very important role to play here. Okay, so rate is 8% per annum. What does it mean? You can understand 8% per annum means the amount of simple interest for rupees 100 for 1 year is rupees 8. Okay, using this system, okay, you can derive this formula very simply. You just see it. So 8% per annum is the rate of interest. It means the interest of rupees 100 for 1 year is rupees 8. Okay, means interest, okay, interest of 100 for 1 year is rupees 8. So very simple. Now you have to calculate the interest of 500. Okay, this is the interest of 100. This is the interest of 100. Okay, 8% per annum means interest of 100 is 8 rupees for 1 year. Okay, 8% per annum means interest of 100 is 8 rupees for 1 year. So interest of 100 for 1 year is rupees 8. Okay, now you have to calculate, this is the total amount of loan which is taken from bank. So now for 500, how much loan I need to pay for 1 year? First let me calculate for 1 year only. Okay, so interest of 1 rupees, rupees 1 for 1 year, obviously I need to pay less. So 8 by 100, I have to pay less. For 100 I am paying 8 rupees as interest. For 1 rupees I have to pay, for 1 rupee I have to pay less interest. In the case of less, I have to divide. Okay, now interest of 500. So interest of 1 rupee for 1 year is this much. So obviously interest of 500 for 1 year, obviously it will be more than this, because if the interest of 1 rupee for 1 year is this much, so interest of 500 for 1 year, obviously it will be more than this. So I need to multiply the numerator. Okay, in this way. Okay, This is the total amount of interest of 500 for 1 year. Okay. But you have to find the interest for how many years? 2 years. So therefore interest of 500 only for 2 years. If interest of 500 for 1 year is this much, then definitely interest of 500 for 2 years, obviously more than this, double than this you can say. Again, in the case of more, we always multiply. You always multiply the numerator. In case of more, we always multiply the numerator. In case of less, we always multiply denominator by 100. Okay. So what is now, I just want to tell you, now in this way I can calculate, I will just write here. This is the total interest. This is the simple interest. Okay. Total interest of rupees 500 for 2 years. Okay. This is the total interest of 500 for 2 years. Now what is this 8? 8 is what? 8 is the rate. Okay. Rate R multiply 500. What is 500? 500 is P. Multiply 2. What is 2? 2 is the time. Got my point? By 100. So you can arrange it. So SI equal to P T R by 100. Without, this is the formula, means if you apply this formula, then you know you don't have to do these many steps. Okay, these many steps you can skip. Okay, you can leave it and directly you can apply the formula to find the simple interest. Okay, very simple. You can directly apply this formula, but how this formula is derived? Why PTR need to be multiplied? Why to find the product of PTR and that product need to be divided by 100? Why? If the question comes, then you can understand from here, because how the simple interest is calculated. Okay, it's a very simple. Now if you can do in this way also, if you do in this way, you need to write languages. Okay, you have to write language, and it takes space, more space, it takes time, and it takes what happened? It takes your you always keep in mind that this will give the full concept of simple interest. From this method, this unitary method, you can have the full concept of simple interest. Got my point? But if you do directly by using formula, then what will happen? You will not have the concept of simple interest. You can directly solve. Yes, you can calculate the simple interest. But if somebody asks you, why are you multiplying PTR to find simple interest? If the question comes in that way, then you will fail to say, no, sir has given this formula to find the simple interest, so I have used this formula. You will not have the knowledge. But if you solve the problem in this unitary method, then it's a very simple, it's a very easy. Now, by using this formula, okay, I have derived, now after cancelling, you can find the total amount of simple interest of rupees 500 for 2 years. Okay, I'm not doing here, I will just derive this formula, other formula, okay. See here, as we have derived that SI equal to P T R by 100, this we have derived. Now from this original formula of simple interest, you can derive other formula. Now you see, if you have to find P, okay, if you have to find P, like SI has no denominator 1, cross multiply P multiply T multiply R equal to SI multiply 100. Okay, like P. Now from here, what you have to find? If you want to find P, you can write P equal to SI multiply 100 by T multiply R. If you have to find T, SI multiply 100 total divided by P multiply R. If you have to find R, then R equal to SI multiply 100 total divided by P multiply T. In this way you can derive the formula. P equal to P. If you have to find P equal to, then this will go as denominator. P multiply R, SI multiply 100. Okay. In this way you can derive the formula of P. You can derive the formula of T. You can derive the formula of R. If you have to derive the formula of T, how to write? T equal to, in the same way, if you are finding the value of T, then P and R will come as denominator. SI multiply 100. This is the formula of T. Direct formula to find, if you want to find t, time, total time period. Okay,